Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Show Me the Shift podcast. Hopefully, everybody is doing well and having an amazing day. I actually took off yesterday because I wanted to create more for this podcast and kind of get more of a rhythm to the podcast, right? Because I felt as though I was kind of randomly just picking topics and things to talk about. Actually, I'm going to shift this a little bit. And so, based on that, I was like, I really need to have more of a format, of a structure. And so, based on that, what I did is I came up with this wonderful podcast schedule that I'm going to show you all. And so, what this is basically what I'll be talking about on a daily basis. So, on Mondays, we're going to call it Monetization Monday, and that's going to all be about understanding affiliate marketing. For those of you who don't know, probably 80% of why I was able to leave corporate America was regarding affiliate marketing. And so therefore, I want to make sure that I explain that to people because I don't want to gatekeep. And I feel like people just aren't familiar with it. And it is a trending area to the point that Forbes magazine said that it is going to be worth 1.5 trillion by 2030. So why should I gatekeep? So I'm going to share information about that. Transforming Tuesday is all going to be on recruiting insights, topics, things that I'm going to talk about there from my 25 plus years of HR experience. We're going to have Winning Wednesday. And so Winning Wednesday is all going to be about how we do content creation and product creation. And so today I'm going to be talking about that. And as you can see from the ticker going across the bottom, we're going to be talking about Canva today. And one particular thing in Canva that you can create. We also have Technology Thursday. So that's going to all be about understanding AI. So whether it's ChatGPT or some other AI generators out there, getting a good understanding of that. And then Freedom Friday will all be about pursuing our purpose, creating, even if it's not like from work freedom, it can at least be like mental freedom of, I'm getting to mentally do what I love to do in regards to pursuing my purpose and serving others. So that is what I was working on yesterday, just trying to create some type of, I don't know what you want to call it, like some type of, I don't know, consistency or something to kind of bring some fun to the shifts that we're talking about here. And hopefully, as I talk through some of these things, you'll realize, that's a shift. I didn't know that before I joined Coach Lenore's podcast. I wasn't aware of that one thing. And now I am aware. And so it can shift your mindset and your perspective, right? All right. And so, of course, I always mention the Victorious Movement. So I created a banner for that as well. So the Victorious Movement, of course, is my online community that is my baby and my pride and joy. And so you can see here, I just created a QR code. We have the Victorious Movement topics that we talk through, and that's this section kind of where, oh, you know what? I'm not actually even sharing my screen. So I need to do that. I'm just talking. I don't know if you all, I think you can see it. Yes, you can see what I'm trying to show you. Oh my goodness. It's been one of those mornings. So, but you should be able to see what I'm displaying right now, which is the kind of different pages and within the Victorious Movement. So the things that we talk about from our mastering our mindset, purpose, intention setting and goal setting, law of attraction, abundance, monetization. We have recordings, we have affiliate marketing, I have HR skills, like everything is within this community, which is absolutely so much fun to have built out, but also that so many people are really getting a lot of benefit from it. And then we have other things about like holding each other accountable, mastering our mindset, having questions of the day. Today was a question about what brings you joy in serving and helping other people. What is that item and how does that work for you? So those are all the fun things that we're doing over there. Okay. So now I'm going to start sharing my screen because I want to talk about Canva. So because of the fact that it's Winning Wednesday and because of the fact that I said today is a day of content creation and other things regarding kind of your brand and putting yourself out there. So today is all going to be me sharing information about Canva because probably about, now maybe a little less, probably a year and a half ago, I started utilizing Canva quite a bit. I didn't really know much about Canva before that. And so I never really took the time to utilize anything with it. And once I got the hang of it and could understand it, and it's pretty user friendly too, it's been a game changer. So every single thing from my content creation has kind of come from Canva, whether it's ebooks that I've created. This is the 20 secrets that recruiters wish they could tell you. So these are some of the things that I've created for my YouTube content. So you can see here just the covers for YouTube content. This is what I just created in regards to helping you all know what the flow of the Show Me the Shift show is going to be. A free guide that I have here about being unfulfilled and not feeling as though you're living in your purpose. It just goes on and on and on. But these are all the things, my banner for LinkedIn, my banner for YouTube, all of those fun things are all here in Canva. And so today what I want to show you is, because sometimes you have to create, let's say, a QR code, and you might not know how to go about creating that QR code without having something like a Canva to help you out. You might think, oh, I have to go and pay for this website to create a QR code for me, or, oh, I have to go figure out something on Google. No, you come right here to Canva and it will create it free of charge, which is amazing. Now, I do have the pro account. However, you won't need the pro account to create this particular item. So if you have a Canva account, all you need to do is come into Canva and go to apps. Once you go into apps, what you're going to do is you're going to go to search, and you're just going to say QR. And by the time you get ready to do that, it's going to say code generator. So you're just going to go to QR code generator. I personally, they have a ton of different ones. I personally always go to the plain looking one. I go to this one because it is the Canva. It says here created by Canva. So it's the Canva QR code generator. So I just go to the plain one and I utilize that. Okay. And then what happens is I then go to, I always say a new design. It's very rare that I already have a design that I want to put my QR code into. But if I did, then I could do that. But I just always say create a new design. And then it gives you options here. So it'll say, do you want it to be a document, like a Word document? Do you want it to be on a whiteboard, a video, a Facebook landscape, or, like what kind of thing? I always pick logo. Don't ask me why, but that's what I pick. I mean, it could be for an Instagram story. It could be for anything, but it has a ton of different options, but I just always pick logo. So let's pick that. And then once you're here, you're just going to have a blank slate, right? You're just going to have a blank piece of paper that you're going to create the logo for, or the QR code for. And so all you do here is type in what it is that you want it to generate, right? So of course, knowing me and my baby, I'm going to say my victorious movement. So you just put in whatever QR code you want. Sorry, I'm trying to type in a weird way right now because my laptop is on a platform. All right, so you got just the website for the victoriousmovement.com, and then it's as simple as pressing generate code, and within a half a second, there is your QR code for whatever it is that you're trying to create the QR code for. Maybe you want to create a QR code so that you can put this on your business cards. Maybe you want to create a QR code so that this way you can direct people to your website. You're doing a flyer. You want to create something so that people can go directly to where to purchase tickets for an event that you have. It could be any number of reasons as to why people are choosing to utilize QR codes now more than they have in the past, but it's totally the easiest thing to do. You just saw it. It's like a 4-step process, right? You go to the apps, you say you want to create a logo, you come in here and you put in your URL, and then you literally say generate. And well, maybe 5 steps, because you do have to pick which of the QR generators you want to utilize. But again, a super, super easy, quick way to do that. Once you're here, you can decide, okay, do I want to make it bigger? So you just pull out the different areas, make it bigger. It should still scan. If you all, even with your own personal phone right now, go and click on this. It should be able to pull you right up. Actually, I'm going to test that myself just to make sure that it works, because what's the purpose of having it if it doesn't? And for anybody who doesn't know how QRs work, is that you take your phone and you actually, I think a lot of people do, but you never know. People are of different ages and different, understandings and skills and things of that nature. So you take your phone, you go to your camera, you hold it up like you're getting ready to take a picture, but you just don't press it. You just hold it right there, and you'll actually see it come up with the victoriousmovement.com at the very bottom before you even click on anything. And you don't take the photo, you click on the yellow bar or whatever color bar it is for your phone. I have an iPhone, so it comes up yellow. I don't know for an Android. And when you click on that bar, it takes you directly to whatever website the QR code is attached to. And so for me, like I said, it takes you to my Victorious Movement website. So again, super simple, super easy, just a great free way. That's the other thing, right? Free. That's the best thing, is just a great free way to be able to generate the QR code. One other quick tip, just so that you know this, in case you ever have to take this and put it on something that you're like, I don't know if the particular way in which I'm trying to do this is going to work, is that if you had to put this into a different document, there is a way on here that you can remove the background, so that way it doesn't come up with this whole white background attached to it. The QR code will still work even if you have it with a different background. So let's say we're just going to put a picture on here, and I'm just going to test and see if this will actually work. So let's go here. And let's go to elements, and let's just say we want to pick a picture of, let's say a computer. I'm just going to just show you kind of a little way that you can even mock this up to make it look a little bit different. So let's say it's a computer, and you're going to take this picture. You can just drag it over and put it right there into that. What you'll do is then go to right click and say layers, and you're going to send this to the back. So you're going to send your computer to the back. I actually feel like the computer is too big. So let's see if we can make it a little bit smaller. Oh, I'm clicking on too many things. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to pull the computer out again. Let's pull it this way, and then I'll make it as big as I want to make it. I don't want to have it decide for me. So let's say I'm going to do this, then I'm going to send it to the back. So you go to right click, layer, send to the back. You take your QR code, you drag it so that it looks like it's going to be like right in the middle of the screen, right? So that's just a quick, easy way that you can kind of manipulate everything. And so this way, you can have it where this particular item is showing up on a different page, and it looks absolutely, perfect and amazing. You wouldn't be able to, because of the fact that it's black on black, you wouldn't be able to get rid of the background here. But let's say, for example, if you had a red screen and you wanted to have some of it red, some of it black, you could go through and do a way in which you could get rid of the white part of the background and have red show through, and that'll be totally okay too. You can also make this particular computer a little bit more transparent. There it is for background remover there. So that got rid of everything around the computer for the black background. And then you can also make the computer a little more transparent if you like, so that way it doesn't stand out quite as much. Like, there's so many different things that you can do out here on Canva. But anyway, this was just a quick tutorial again for Winning Wednesday to help everybody understand a little bit more about how these particular content creation hacks happen. And a lot of things that you're seeing nowadays are actually taking place right here in Canva. So just a little tidbit of information. I'll stop sharing my screen. And let's see here. If you all have any questions ever when you see anything that I submit, just feel free, reach out, let me know. I'm more than willing to answer any questions that you have. And I will close with our, of course, commercial break, which is to talk about the Victorious Movement, which you have already seen before, but it is my members only subscription based community that helps members to build the mindset of abundance, walk in their purpose, learn how to use today's technology to monetize their social platforms. And we do it through motivational webinars, vision board sessions, daily affirmations, and setting our intentions. So join us today. Actually, interestingly enough, the price of this group is going to go to $27 a month because I'm pouring so much information into the Victorious Movement. So it will go to $27 a month on January 1st. So until then, it's $17 a month. So if you do want to join, by all means, feel free to join now. And that is it for today's episode. Everybody have an amazing, amazing day. I hope everybody is well, blessed, and, just live victorious and show someone your shift today. Take care, everybody.